Never should a citizen or a resident have to fight so much for these illegal activities to stop, in being that it's the police and the politicians, their staff and administration creating the chaos. We got no choice. That's a filed lawsuit. Let me explain about Exeter. Exeter got a phone call in September needing medical attention for a person that was in need of medical attention. And instead of helping the person that needed medical attention, Exeter Police Department turned it into a criminal situation. And ever since then, they've created chaos, and a lot of this corruption is being exposed throughout not only the county, the state, but throughout the Federal Bureau of Investigation. They hid the information, and so therefore it's gone to the U.S. District Court in Washington, D.C. More filings. Hampton Falls PD. I just want to let you know that Neil Casale, the officer here, has already been lawsuited for harassing women. Is he fucking queer? Because all queers hate women or they wouldn't turn gay, right? So with that being said, I can prove to you that Neil Casale, because I have audio recording and video of the frivolous stop, it wasn't even my vehicle at the time. And yeah, the inspection was bad, but the address that I gave you was good. So why didn't you utilize it? Why'd you give a wrong address? And therefore, it caused chaos. With that being said, August 11th at 8:30 a.m., Rochester, New Hampshire Police Department, courthouse, I shall say, not the police department, but y'all gonna hear what I have to say after I go for my arraignment. Aren't you happy with that, Neil Casale? You've made an embarrassment, not only out of yourself, but out of the whole fucking community and the state. How about that? So on that morning of arraignment, I will plead not guilty. I will request change of venue, conflict of interest, dismissal, and the change of venue will be straight to federal court for violating me. Coos County lawsuit. The town of Lancaster, the police department, the police chief, the admin, and everybody involved, including Randy Flynn, the chief of the fire department. How are you going to say you didn't receive this information? You can't miss it now, can you? Transparency is an issue throughout the state of Manchester, New Hampshire. I mean, the city of Manchester, New Hampshire, but the town of Lancaster, as well as the state of New Hampshire, okay? So, I just want to let you know, it's just going to fucking come to a halt sometime in the federal court because you're all lawsuited. So again, Miss Town of Lancaster admin, would you like to tell the community the whole fucking truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Why you lied and what the transparency issue is? How much of you and your colleagues, how many of you and your colleagues have intervened in hidden information about many other situations? So again, the town of Lancaster, they're very well aware that Brenda Young, Lovell, Nisbet, Rice, whatever the fuck she goes by now, Lovell, I suppose, was married to, I don't know if she ever divorced yet, my husband, William Eugene Asher, before he divorced me, and he never did divorce me, so there you go. He's married to many other people, and he is in Rochester, New Hampshire area. So, noting that, all of these police are very well aware because he works with them and for them. And so, now we're off to Barrington, New Hampshire. They hid the information as well, okay? They refuse to give information that's been requested, okay? So what they want to do is keep on violating and make you taxpayers pay the consequences. If I was you and I was a taxpayer in that town or town, I would suggest strongly that these people resign, get rid of them. And I also strongly suggest to everybody, if you are a voter, do not vote this year in 2025 because they're all fucking criminals, without a doubt. If you look up their background, family history, and more. So I'd like to know how you get my middle name because it is not on my identification, and I did not tell it to you. So therefore, again, William Eugene Asher, it all leads back to him because he's the only one that would know my middle name where it's not on paperwork any other place. And again, it's Kimberly D here. Of course, they always omit House, but you don't see any Kimberly Dawn, right? So why is it that you're exploiting my full name other than the fact that you're stalking and your fucking stalkers are involved in harassing me, okay? So again, you see that paperwork? That says nothing about Kimberly Dawn, okay? And they always omit my last name, so I admitted to my other last name. How about that? Okay? I know that pissed you the fuck off, and I really don't care. So the state of Vermont, you versed me for what? What'd you want to verse me for? I'm just saying. I'll find yourself a nice cushiony seat on the floor in the courtroom. I hope to see you next door as I'm looking in at you and you're looking out from the prison. Okay? Have a great day. And then we're going to move on to Massachusetts in another video, so I'm just letting you all know that these lawsuits are filed and there's more to come. Yeah, they gave me the documentation, enough information so that I could file a lawsuit against them. Thank you for complying. Oh, yeah, this is going to be a fun one when we get to federal court, believe me when I tell you, people. Oh, yeah, Jessie Conover, I forgot to ask you. When are you going to stop violating your clients? She's at a Dover, New Hampshire public defender's office, and she's friends with my husband, William Eugene Asher. She is assigned to a stalking case. I'm the defendant against my husband, William Eugene Asher. However, nobody wants to answer to me, do you, Jessie? And neither does the Attorney General or Miss Ayotte. So therefore, y'all lawsuited. Oh, yeah. Tara Tucker, the chief of police from Greenland, New Hampshire, you shouldn't have lied about me and you shouldn't have hid information. And where's that little black book that you keep? Michael Drake, you should probably go back to, I don't know, picking dirt for a living.